direct-to-consumer, D2C, sheet music publishing and strategy discussion all looks like theoretical much. Then in real life, the people who read this handbook tries to sell their original compositions and the arrangements of the popular or known songs at the Etsy or something. What is the to all level of people applicable from the own website publish, distribute and market, sell directly to the target audience's method? You are hitting the nail on the head. In theory, setting up servers, writing custom code, and running digital ad campaigns sounds clean. But in real life, most musicians get overwhelmed, open an Etsy or eBay store, list 5 PDFs into a void where nobody searches for them, make $0 and quit. Let's strip away the theoretical fluff. Here is the down-to-earth, real-life direct pipeline that any person, whether they are 18 or 65, whether they write beginner piano pieces, jazz arrangements, or classical scores, can actually build and run from their own website without relying on Etsy or middleman marketplaces. The real-life direct sales stack. No coding required. Forget building complex custom code from scratch. In real life, running an independent business means using turnkey direct-to-consumer software that plugs into your own custom domain name, e.g., www.yourname.com. The simple direct sales engine. 1. Your domain. 2. Direct storefront. 3. Payment gateway. Buy custom domain name. 1. Get your own web address. Buy yournamesheetmusic.com, $10.15/year. This is your digital real estate. 2. Use a turnkey digital storefront. You upload your PDF. You set the price. The platform automatically handles global taxes, like EU VAT, and immediately emails the customer the PDF upon purchase. The customer never leaves your brand. You own 100% of the customer's email list, and you don't get buried next to thousands of competitors. 3. Connect the appropriate payment gateway. Payouts go straight into your bank account, minus standard credit card fees. The real-life direct marketing pipeline. The bridge strategy. Why doesn't Etsy work for original sheet music? Because people on Etsy search for physical crafts and finished goods, not niche sheet music. To sell directly, you must build bridges that guide people from where they already hang out online straight onto your website. The bridge pipeline. Where they are. The bridge. Where they go. 30 sec score video. Your personal store. Social media, groups, forums. Useful free PDF sample, email list and store, direct email contacts. Try this in studio. Direct site license. Method 1, the show, don't sell video method for all skill levels. Musicians do not buy sheet music by reading text. They buy with their ears and eyes. What you do, open your notation software or point your phone camera at your music stand or piano hands. Record a 30 to 60 second clip of the best part of the piece playing along with your audio. Post it natively on your content distribution strategies using channels. The call to action. In the video or caption, simply write, sheet music PDF grades 1-3 available at yournamesheetmusic.com. Method 2, the free PDF sample email builder. People are afraid to spend $5 to $50 on an unknown composer's music. Give them a zero-risk way to test your quality. Put 1 or 2 pieces on your website for free. A simple warm-up exercise, a 1-page lead sheet, or an easy arrangement of a public domain song like Amazing Grace or Silent Night the rule. To get the free download, the visitor types in their email address. The result, now you have a direct connection to a teacher, director, or player who has actually tried your music. When you release a new paid piece, send them a simple email. I just published a new piece in a similar style. You can listen and preview the first page here. Dealing with popular known songs, the legal reality. A major trap people fall into on Etsy or personal websites is uploading arrangements of copyrighted pop, film, or anime songs. Disney, Taylor Swift, Hans Zimmer, on your own website. If you sell copyrighted pop arrangements directly without a license, copyright owners can issue takedown notices or freeze your payment processor. How to handle this in real life? Focus 80%, 90% of your personal website store on original, Compositions and public domain works classical melodies, traditional folk tunes, hymns, jazz standards written before 1929. You keep 100% of the profits and total legal freedom. For copyrighted pop film covers, USA tend to handle all licensing legally. If you would publish on another platform, you can use those pop arrangements as an external traffic magnet that links back to your personal website for your original works. The realistic day-to-day checklist to get started. If you want to start today without getting lost in theory, follow this practical checklist. Phase: Day 1, Setup. Day 2, Catalog. Day 3, Video. Day 4, Publish. Ongoing. Action item: register your domain name and work with an official payment gateway such like Troy or Yizico. Upload 3 clean PDFs, 1 free lead magnet piece plus 2 paid pieces priced $5.15. Include a clear audio preview link. Screen record a 30-second video of your score playing with audio. Post the video on short videos. Put your website link in your bio description. Email your growing list whenever you release new scores or seasonal packages. Tools needed: VSD export, phone camera, or free screen recorder. Mailer. Payment gateway marketing and distributing strategies to the end customers or the target audiences have to be researched. If the people can compose and arrange, can build a website and reach the target audience. This is only possible through what? Tell me. Strip away all the jargon, software tools, and marketing theories. When an independent composer or arranger builds their own website, reaching and selling directly to their target audience is only possible through one fundamental reality: solving a specific, immediate problem for a specific group of musicians and putting the proof in their ears before asking for a single cent. A personal website is just an empty room in a giant city. People will not walk into that room simply because you opened the door or because you wrote a beautiful piece of music. They walk in because you built a direct bridge from their daily struggle straight to your front door. Here is what makes that connection possible in the real world. Zero friction proof: ears first, wallet second. No musician, teacher, or ensemble director buys sheet music by reading a text description. Reaching your target audience is only possible if they can hear and see the exact solution in 5 to 30 seconds. The reality: buyers are terrified of spending money on music that turns out to be unplayable, poorly formatted, or boring. The bridge: you post 30-second video clips, scrolling scores, hand recordings at the piano, or ensemble playthroughs on platforms where musicians spend time. The result: the audio acts as the magnet. When they hear a piece that fits their ensemble or student, they don't search a giant marketplace, they click the link in your video bio and land directly on your website. Solving niche friction instead of chasing mass appeal big marketplace platforms. J.W. Pepper: sheet music plus sell everything, but they cater to the average. Reaching a direct audience from your own site is only possible when you focus on hyper-specific scenarios that big platforms ignore. For teachers: I need a piece for an 8-year-old student with small hands who struggles with rhythm. For school directors: I have 2 flutes, 1 trumpet, 1 alto sax, and a cajon. How do I make them sound like a full band? Scoring: for gigging musicians: I need a wedding quartet chart that has 0 awkward page turns so we can sight read it on the spot. When your website explicitly says, this piece is engineered for a grade 2 ensemble with uneven instrumentation, the director realizes you built it specifically for their exact problem. They bookmark your site, not a generic marketplace. The free sample: bridge, building an email list. An unknown website cannot sell high-volume products on day 1 because there is no trust. Reaching an audience long-term is only possible through direct, owned communication: email. How it works: you offer a small, high-quality asset for free on your website, a 1-page warm-up sheet, a lead sheet, or a simple holiday arrangement. The exchange: the visitor enters their email address to download the PDF. The power: you now own a direct line to a real music director or teacher. You don't have to fight social media algorithms or pay for ads. When you release a new paid piece 3 months later, you send a single email directly to 200 people who already know your work is clean and reliable. 4. Understanding the difference between original and popular music. Direct distribution from your own website is only legally and commercially sustainable when you respect the ground rules of music publishing. Your website catalog matrix, original WORKS, and public domain, copyrighted pop/film covers, 100% hosted on your own website. Hosted via licensed portals, you keep 90%, 95% of every dollar. You collect back-end performance royalties, used as a traffic magnet ASCAP, BMI, PRS when performed live, linking back to your site. Original compositions and public domain pre-1929 classics, folk songs, hymns. This is the core of your independent website. You own 100% of the rights, set your own prices, keep the profits, and build your own brand. Popular modern songs, Taylor Swift, movie themes. You publish them legally through licensed programs and use those popular listings as signposts that direct fans back to your main website for your original catalog. Summary: the universal direct pipeline at any level, for any genre, reaching your target audience directly comes down to this 4-step loop. Audio, visual proof, socials, problem-solving, product, page, free sample, for email, trust, direct. Long-term relationship, you do not need complex code, expensive agencies, or thousands of dollars. You need clean engraving, realistic audio previews, a simple store engine, and the consistency to show your work where musicians are already listening. One of the main problems about this, one of the main lacks, so to say, is people successfully produced and to their websites installed good quality or concurable quality of works do not encounters with the website's view, for example. How to get viewed from the people who are searching the sheet music and would like to buy a sheet music and searching in the internet to buy one. From that on, continue to tell. When a musician builds a website with pristine, high-quality sheet music, the hardest barrier is discoverability. Marketplaces receive millions of visits because they act as giant search engines. A personal website starts with zero organic search traffic. To get buyers who are actively searching the internet to land on your website instead of a marketplace, you must intercept their search intent at 3 specific points: SEO, platform bridge search, and strategic aggregators. Intercepting search intent-based sheet music SEO: when a buyer opens a search assistant to find sheet music, they do not search for generic phrases like sheet music. They search for unmet, hyper-specific problem. Piano, sheet music, jazz lead sheet. Hyper-specific search, where your site wins. Grade 2, piano solo, small hands, PDF. Easy string quartet wedding arrangement, 0 page turn. To rank on the first page for these queries, name your files and titles like search queries. Instead of titling your product page Waltz in a Minor, title it Waltz in a Minor. Easy Grade 2 piano solo pedagogical edition with fingerings, right problem solving meta descriptions. In your web store, product descriptions explicitly detail. Level grade, Grade 1 key features. No octave stretches, includes alternate transposed parts, 0 page turn break. Use case, ideal for spring recitals, church prelude, high school contest. Implement schema mockup, structured data. Ensure your digital store outputs product and media object metadata. This allows the search engine to display your price, star ratings, and sheet music thumbnail directly in search engine result pages. Using high-intent visual search engines, the audio-visual bridge sheet music buyers rely heavily on 2 major non-traditional other platforms searching and listing engine. Buyer searches: flute duet, intermediate, spring recital, your 30-sec scrolling score video plays. Link in description. Download PDF at your site. The internet platforms as a search engine. Musicians search other platforms for sheet music audio demos before they buy. Upload scrolling score videos or video recordings of the performance. Put the exact search keywords in the video title and description. Place a direct link to your website's checkout page as the very first line of the description. Pinterest for teachers and arrangers. Music teachers actively use Pinterest to curate board lists like easy violin duets for beginners. Creating eye-catching pins featuring a preview image of your clean notation page links straight back to your domain. The Trojan horse, marketplace strategy. You do not have to treat major platforms purely as enemies. You can use them as lead generation channels. Marketplace. Customer buys a $3 single arrangement PDF footer. Embed, get free practice backing tracks and full catalog at Yout website. Customer visits your site. Your website store, you gain a direct customer and keep 100% of future sales. Publish a select sample catalog on marketplaces. Place 10%, 20% of your public domain or copyrighted pop arrangements on platforms. Embed your personal branding on the sheet music. At the bottom of page 1 or on the final cover page of every PDF you distribute, include a subtle, professional link QR code. For audio backing tracks, custom transpositions, and the complete catalog, visit your website. Migrate the buyer. Once a customer discovers your quality on a marketplace, your PDF directs them back to your website for future purchases, bypassing third-party fees. Retaining the buyer. Building an own traffic engine the moment a buyer visits your website, your goal is to transition them from a one-time clicker into a permanent audience member. The direct acquisition loop. Organic search brings visitor to your landing page. Visitor downloads a free one-page warm-up or lead sheet. You capture their email address. Every season, fall, Christmas, spring contest, you email them direct links. By owning the email list, you no longer rely on search algorithms to get views. You drive predictable, direct traffic to your website whenever you publish new music. SEO, platform bridge search, and strategic aggregators. Expand these articles, please. Try to explain what are these and how to use them properly. Here is a detailed breakdown of SEO, platform bridge search, and strategic aggregators, what each mechanism is, why it works, and how to execute it properly to drive paying customers directly to your sheet music website. SEO, capturing high-intent buyers. What it is, search engine optimization for sheet music, is the process of structuring your website's pages and product text, so search engines understand exactly what problem your sheet music solves. When a musician searches, they are rarely browsing casually, they usually have a credit card out, facing an immediate deadline, or tip boxes and communication through email as the non-copy-paste electronical posts between you and the end customer, which you can send your international bank account number to the end customer. Or even, it is possible to create alternative relation systems like buy you want, pay what you want between the openly shared products or the previewable products, and pay whenever you want. And if you would like to pay me, feel free to ask my bank account number, which you can send me the money amount directly. And so you can send the receipt back too. You can give 10 sheets for free at your site and 10 for each $5, for example. Or let us say you are selling the albums, the video packs, the PDF bundles, the audio materials packs at your site. 10 from each category. There are 2,000 free products at your website for sale and 2,000 digital products for free. As like the producers of this podcast series, own website Mr. Erner Tanieri's original and copyrighted website. The digital products and services are being categorized. For personal listening or learning, you may access to my website and have digitally downloaded to yourself, to your own device. They are free, but copyrights and all rights are protected, such as reserve. If some person or a company would like to use in their projects, works, or commercially products and services, they are texting me through email, becoming a true usage arts appropriate license while paying a small price. And from each commercial usage of this materials, as like the copyright sync mechanical or several rights inkle. Profession organizations' commissions are being paid from the small percent from the each usage. You did recognized or being informed through my website that another already prepared product or service and like to have one. You can text me through email. I send you my bank account number. You send me the amount. I send you the digital product through original digital download link, which I expect and literally wrote in the licenses legally to not sell, trade, or change any part or the entire product. Same with the digital services I do give, and keep your digital copy forever. Let's assume you bought 20 album, each 25 songs and over 3 minutes, 25 hours of professional quality official copyrighted albums. You can listen them lifelong with your family or with your friends, at work, while studying, at holiday, on the road, where and when you want, officially. Ingredients %100 questionable origin, made by Mr. Erner Tanieri. Not found from the internet and repacked and sold materials, indeed. I composed them, and I do produce them as a musician. Without words, mostly different genre and usage purposes. For music listening needs, good wares are these. It is an environment not like smartphone at the hands and scrolling years or decade long. One time you bought, so no hurry, no rush. I may give you one copy, not obligator to payment. Maybe not the entire 25 albums, but one I sure give you for free without any kind of obligations or payment. How to use SEO properly. Bad generic SEO. Autumn Waltz piano sheet music. Leaps PDF. Competes with 5 million pages hand pieces. Proper high intent SEO. Autumn Waltz. Grade 2 piano solo no octave. Ranks for teachers looking for small. Optimize for long tail search terms. Avoid generic product names. Include the instrumentation, grade level, ensemble style, and key feature directly in your page titles and URLs. Example title: Autumn Waltz Easy Grade 2 Piano Solo Pedagogical Edition. PDF example URL your domain. Com sheet music piano Autumn Waltz Grade 2 Write problem-solving product descriptions. Search engine scans your page for context. Dedicate 150-200 words per score page outlining. Level grade. Grade 1 late elementary. Technical requirements. Stays within first position, no octave stretches for small hands. Use case. Ideal for spring recitals, church prelude music, or high school solo ensemble contest. Enable rich product metadata schema.org. Use a direct storefront plugin that automatically outputs product JSONLD code. This allows the search engine to show key rich snippets like price, PDF format availability, and star rating directly in the search results list. Platform bridge search. Visual and auditory discovery. Engines what it is musicians rarely buy sheet music based on text alone. They buy with their ears and eyes. Platform bridge search means using high-traffic platforms that function as visual or auditory search engines primarily to capture buyers while they are listening or browsing, then bridging them straight to your store page. The platform bridge pipeline. 1. Platform search. Buyer searches. Flute duet intermediate recital. 2. Auditory proof. Plays your 30-sec scrolling score preview video. 3. The bridge clicks top link in caption. Download full PDF score set. 4. Your website lands on your store page and completes checkout directly. How to use platform bridges properly. A. The auditory bridge musicians constantly use it as an audio search engine for repertoire ideas. Format. Upload a 30 to 60 second scrolling score, video, screen recording your notation software, moving along with a high-quality audio render. Search title strategy. Title your video with the search intent. Intermediate flute and violin duet, Celtic sunrise score and audio, preview the conversion bridge. Put the direct link to your website's checkout page on the very first line of your video description and pin it as the top comment. Download the complete PDF score and parts set at www.yourdomain.com/Celtic Sunrise. Be the visual bridge. Private music teachers and ensemble directors actively use Pinterest to curate boards for upcoming semester repertoire. Format. Create a vertical image, 1000x 1500px, featuring a crisp preview of your first page of notation alongside clear text. Easy string quartet holiday arrangement, grade 2 0-page turns. The bridge. Link the pin's destination URL directly to the specific product landing page on your website, bypassing social media home feeds entirely. Strategic aggregators. Distribution and lead generation. Magnets what it is. Strategic aggregators are third-party digital self-publishing platforms which distributes to platforms that already process millions of daily searches and possess global copyright licenses. Instead of viewing aggregators as middleman platforms that take a cut, you use them strategically for two specific purposes: legal copyright access and Trojan horse lead generation. Strategic aggregator matrix. Your independent website. Strategic aggregator. How to use strategic aggregators properly. Use aggregators for copyrighted pop film covers. You cannot legally publish arrangements of copyrighted commercial music, Disney scores, pop hits on your personal store without expensive licenses. Publish those arrangements through ArrangeMe. They handle all copyright clearances with major publishers automatically and distribute the scores across global retail sites. The Trojan horse marketing bridge. Place 10%, 20% of your public domain or introductory catalog on aggregator marketplaces. On the footer of page 1 or on the final cover page of every PDF file you upload to the aggregator, insert a subtle professional attribution line. For backing audio tracks, alternative keys, and the complete original catalog, visit www.yournamesheetmusic.com. Migrate one-time buyers into direct fans. When a buyer discovers your arrangement, the footer on your sheet music informs them that your personal website exists. When they need their next piece, they bypass the marketplace search engine and come directly to your website domain. We can analyze the target audience of the music products worldwide sold mostly and explain in maybe a long sentence to gain a general view. And which instruments and methods does those people are using to access the sheet music products? Can we list them? Target audience analysis. The global sheet music target audience consists primarily of formal and informal music educators, private studio teachers, school ensemble directors, band, orchestra, and choir, church music leaders, student musicians of all ages, gigging professionals, and independent hobbyists seeking reliable, graded, and well-formatted notation that solves specific performance or learning challenges. Key instruments demanding sheet music. While sheet music exists for every instrument, consumer and institutional purchasing heavily concentrates around 4 primary categories. 1. Piano and keyboards, acoustic, digital, and synthesizers. Why? The single largest market for sheet music worldwide. Pianists require 2-staff grand score notation and purchase everything from beginner method books to complex classical jazz arrangements. 2. String instruments, guitar, ukulele, violin, cello. Why? Guitars lead in total active user volume globally, while bowed strings, violin, cello account for a massive portion of school orchestra programs and classical performance markets. 3. Wind and brass flute, saxophone, trumpet, clarinet, trombone. Why? Driven heavily by school bands, university music programs, and community ensembles. They require single-line parts, transposed lead sheets, and ensemble scores. 4. Vocal and choral SATB, voice plus piano, liturgical choirs. Why? Fueled by middle-high school choirs, university ensembles, and church music programs purchasing multi-part arrangements and seasonal repertoire. Access methods and channels used by buyers. Buyers access and consume sheet music products through a mix of digital and physical delivery channels. 1. Digital platforms and software, tablet readers and page flip apps. Using apps like Fourscore, Mobile Sheets, or Orpheus on iPads, tablets equipped with Bluetooth foot pedals for hands-free page turns during live performances. Direct web downloads, PDF, instant digital downloads purchased directly from independent publisher sites or digital marketplaces. Interactive notation players, cloud-based platforms that allow users to play back audio, slow down tempos, transpose keys, and mute specific tracks while viewing the score online. Subscription services, platforms like Encoder or Scribd that offer Spotify-style access to digital score libraries for a monthly fee. 2. Physical and traditional methods, print-on-demand PDFs. Printing digital PDF files at home or via local print shops to mark up with physical pencils, the preferred method for many teachers, students, and exam candidates. Physical songbooks and bound volumes, purchased via educational distributors, brick-and-mortar music stores, or online retailers for bound anthologies, method books, and full orchestral score. Now we can list where to find them in the internet. To locate, reach, and capture these buyers across the internet, you have to meet them in the specific digital habitats where they congregate, search for solutions, share repertoire, and make purchase decisions. 1. Social and community hubs where buyers gather and ask questions. Musicians and teachers frequently use specialized forums and social groups to ask, "Does anyone have a good grade 2 piece for a small ensemble?" Key communities by target segment: piano, jazz piano pianists looking for arrangements, lead sheets, and technique books. Band music, band directors and instrumental conductors. Choral music, choir directors seeking seasonal SATB scores. Sheet music, music theory engravers, arrangers, and players requesting specific charts. Professional teacher groups. Piano teacher networks. Piano Teachers Federation, independent piano teachers band and ensemble directors, middle school band directors, music educators, church music leaders, church music directors and organists network, specialized music education forums, Faber Music Teachers Community Piano World Forums, highly active discussions on pedagogical methods and student scores, Music Teachers National Association, regional community boards, and local state chapter groups too. Intent-based audio-visual search platforms. Before buying, musicians want to see the score or hear the arrangement. These visual platforms act as high-intent discovery search engine. 3. Major retail marketplace search engines aggregators. While your goal is to drive sales to your own website, buyers naturally begin their product search inside these giant, centralized digital music catalogs. Educational and print retail giants, the platform used by school band, orchestra, and choir directors to spend school budget funds. Global e-commerce sites catering to private studio teachers, pop songbook buyers, and classical instrumentalists. Crowdsourced and digital sheet music repositories, the go-to database for classical performers, conductors, and students looking for public domain scores. Highly active user communities where amateur and intermediate players search for cloud-playable interactive score. The central submission portal that publishes pop and commercial arrangements directly onto platform. 4. Professional and institutional buyer networks for high-ticket purchases like institutional district print licenses or annual catalog access. Buyers are reached through formal professional associations, state and national music educator associations, organizations like NAFME, National Association for Music Education, ACDA, American Choral Directors Association, and ASDA, American String Teachers Association. Conventions and reading sessions, annual gatherings such as the Midwest Clinic, where directors play through new physical digital score releases. Direct school district and church portals, publicly directory-listed email contacts on public school district staff pages and local church ministry websites. What are the true cooperation methods with them? List them, please. True cooperation isn't about spamming links or begging people to buy your music. It's about creating mutually beneficial economic and creative partnerships. When working directly with online communities, creators, educational institutions, and platforms, the real cooperation frameworks fall into 6 distinct categories. 1. Collaborative co-creation and revenue splitting. Instead of treating other musicians as passive customers, turn them into co-creators. Split-sheet co-arranging. Partner with a popular instrumentalist, a cellist, or saxophonist with a solid social media following. You handle the score engraving, piano accompaniment, and PDF formatting. They write or edit the solo part and record the audio video. Top liner and track maker collaborations. In jazz and commercial styles, pair up with a producer or melody writer. One person provides the chord progression and backing arrangement, while the other creates the lead melody line. 2. Influencer and performer endorsements, value exchange. Prominent performers constantly need fresh, high-quality material to record. Exclusive free custom arrangements. Offer a performer a bespoke arrangement tailored specifically to their playing style or range for free before it goes on sale to the public. The cooperation deal. 1. The performer gets an exclusive video audio recording for their channel. 2. You get an authentic, high-level performance video of your work. 3. In exchange, the performer places a direct, pinned link to your website page, yourname.com/piece title, at the top of their video description. 3. Commission consortiums for band, choir, and orchestra directors. High school and university ensemble directors often don't have $3,000 to $5,000 in their individual budgets to commission a dedicated composer. Director A, $300. Director B, $300. Director C, $300. You compose and engrave the piece. Co-commissioners get cover page credit and 1-year performance rights. Afterwards, piece sells on your store. How it works: gather a group of 5 to 10 school directors. Each contributes a modest sum, $250, $400. The mutual benefit: the school directors get their school and ensemble named permanently on the printed cover page as co-commissioners at a fraction of standard rates. You receive guaranteed upfront funding, guaranteed premiere performances, and a fully polished score you can sell to the general market once the exclusivity period ends. 4. Affiliate and studio teacher loyalty networks. Private studio teachers teach dozens of students a week and directly dictate what sheet music those students buy. Digital affiliate links. Provide local or online private teachers with a custom affiliate link or discount code for your store. The method: when a teacher sends their students to buy your $10 songbook or PDF set using their link, the teacher earns a 20%, 30% referral commission, or their students receive a 15% discount. Free studio printing licenses. Give prominent teachers a free Studio Unlimited license for one of your flagship beginner pieces in exchange for an honest testimonial on your website or a feature in their studio newsletter. 5. Association partnerships and reading session submission. Institutional Music Educator Associations, NAFME, ASDA, ACDA, MTNA, exist to serve their member teachers with reliable repertoire recommendations. Association entity, state/national, conventions, association, journals and newsletters, local MTNA, chapters, cooperation strategy. Submit scores to official reading sessions, where live ensembles play through submitted works for attending directors. Submit pedagogical articles, e.g., How to Teach Syncopation to Grade 2 Brass Groups featuring excerpts of your score. Sponsor or present a workshop webinar on new repertoire or arranging techniques for local piano teacher chapters. Primary outcome: direct visibility to hundreds of buying directors in a single session. Positions you as an educational expert while driving reader interest to your store. Builds personal relationships with teachers who buy year-round. 6. Hybrid aggregator and direct store funneling. Use major platforms as discovery engines while keeping your primary audience on your own domain. Public domain POP lead generation. Publish public domain arrangements or legal POP covers via cross-promotional PDF attribution. At the bottom of page 1 or on the final cover page of every PDF file distributed through third-party platforms, include a clear footer note. For custom transpositions, backing audio tracks, and the complete original catalog, visit www.yournamesheetmusic.com. This converts one-time marketplace buyers into lifelong direct store clients who bypass third-party platforms for future purchases. So it is not like a small business made with no budget or low budget. All those you have counted or listed indicating the different parts of the work which are independent from each other. In a big company, all those works is made from the different departments or the companies, including personal relations, feedbacks, and the business programming organizations. In an individual sheet music producer, all those do not exist, and including positive and the true methods of the cooperation with the channels which are bringing the products to the people who are buying them. Can we build up a steady method which can be used by anyone for all those purposes? You have pointed out the fundamental reality of the music industry. In a major publishing house, distinct departments manage every step of the life cycle: editorial, engraving, legal, and royalties, distribution, sales, customer support, public relations, CRM. When an independent creator tries to execute all these departmental functions manually, copywriting, client relations, database management, distribution, and layout, they burn out. However, an independent producer can build a single, automated operational pipeline that handles all of these corporate functions systematically. The universal, 5-stage publishing pipeline. Instead of acting like a multi-department company, an independent publisher runs a modular, systematic pipeline. Every step operates on standardized rules, automated tools, and trigger points. The independent publishing pipeline. Stage 1. Standardized production and asset packaging. Editorial and design departments do not treat every piece as a custom, unpredictable design project. Standardize your file outputs so they are generated once and deployed everywhere. The core asset bundle. For every finished work, automatically generate 5 standardized files. 1. Print PDF, full score plus parts with standardized margins and metadata, ISMN copyright info in footers. 2. Preview PDF, watermarked 1 to 2 page sample. 3. High-quality VST audio MP3, exported directly from your DAW or notation software. 4. 30-second teaser MP3, trimmed to the structural climax of the piece for social media and store players. 5. Text sheet, metadata, title, instrumentation, difficulty grade, key signature, duration, and performance notes. Stage 2. Turnkey automated distribution. Logistics and sales fulfillment departments never fulfill orders manually by sending emails or links yourself. The store engine. Use headless storefront engines or hosted digital platforms' automated processing. When a customer pays, the system generates a secure download link. The store handles tax compliance EU VAT, sales tax automatically. Stamped digital watermarking places the buyer's name on the PDF footer to prevent unauthorized sharing. Stage 3. Automated discovery and bridge marketing. Marketing and public relations departments, instead of cold calling buyers, set up passive discovery traps that capture intent across the web. Short 30-sec score video. Core asset, strategic aggregators, Arrange Me Sheet Music Plus. Search, SEO-optimized product pages. The video bridge. Feed your 30-second audio teaser and score preview into social media platforms using automated scheduling platforms, the Marketplace Bridge. Upload a portion of your public domain or popular arrangements to aggregators. Every PDF footer includes a link back to your personal web store. Stage 4. High conversion lead capture. Customer acquisition and sales strategy. Unknown websites struggle with immediate trust. Solve this by offering a zero-risk entrance point. The free lead magnet. Place 1 or 2 high-quality, fully functional pieces, a warm-up exercise, or a lead sheet on your store page for $0. The exchange. The visitor enters their email address to download the PDF. The result? You bypass cold marketing and gain a warm contact who has personally verified the quality of your engraving and layout. Stage 5. Automated customer relationship management. Client relations, feedback, and retention department. Personal relationships drive institutional sales, teachers, band directors, church organists. You manage these relationships at scale through automated email workflows. Customer downloads free paid score day 1 automated email. Delivery Plus need alternate keys or transposition. Day 5 automated email. Behind the music, story or rehearsal tip for that piece. Day 14 automated email. Here is a 15% discount on complimentary works in this genre. Seasonal automated broadcast August-November. Early access to fall-spring catalog. How one person executes this pipeline. Executing this complete workflow independently is manageable when you replace manual labor with system integration. Enterprise, department, sales and taxes, public relations, social marketing, customer support, independent equivalent, tool, Payhip/Shopify. How it runs automatically, delivers files, stamps PDFs, processes payments, calculates taxes, MailerLite/ConvertKit, Metricool/Buffer, store FAQ plus contact form, welcomes new buyers, requests feedback, delivers seasonal updates, schedules 30-second score teasers across platforms weeks in advance, pre-written responses, solves standard transposition and printing questions. By building this infrastructure once, your store functions as a steady, automated system. You spend your active hours doing what only a human can do, composing, arranging, and producing pristine music, while your automated pipeline handles distribution, marketing, and client retention. Thanks, it has been a positive, supplementary, informative hand map of tips. Now, the image or the restricted view about, there are the people who are already since years buying sheet music and a business, but anyhow the single sheet music producers can't access or see them, like prejudged view dissolved. It is an infrastructure work, as you have been clearly expressed, and the sustainability of this business or work depends on not the constant circumstances. I mean, there looks like nothing against if the ware is good quality meets with the sheet music buyers. Anything else? You have hit upon the core truth that transforms everything. It is not a wall, it is an infrastructure gap. The misconception that single, independent sheet music producers can't reach buyers comes from viewing the industry as a closed club. In reality, sheet music buyers, whether a high school band director in Texas, a private piano teacher in Tokyo, or a church organist in London, are constantly searching for high-quality solutions. When your notation standard matches world-class quality and your automated pipeline is built, there is zero friction stopping them from buying directly from you. To complete this map, there are 3 final unseen principles that separate businesses that fade away after a few months from those that stay sustainable across changing circumstances. 1. Dynamic catalog adaptation, weathering changing trends. Sustainability means your catalog evolves alongside changing buyer needs without requiring you to reinvent yourself every year. The sustainable catalog wheel, public domain, trends, educational SHIFTS, flexible instrumentation. Adapt newly expired PD create pieces for emerging insure works can adapt to copyrights each January 1. Popular beginner tools, unpredictable ensemble setups, ukulele, uneven school bands. Public domain pipeline every January 1st. Every year, a new wave of historical compositions and literature enters the public domain globally. Independent publishers who quickly adapt, re-engrave, and create fresh, modern arrangements of these newly available classics capture immediate search traffic with zero copyright fees. Ensemble setups in schools and churches change constantly based on enrollment. If a piece is only arranged for a strict 2 flutes plus 2 clarinets plus 1 alto sax combination, it becomes obsolete the moment a school loses its clarinet players. Building works with flexible instrumentation ensures your catalog stays sellable regardless of how ensemble demographics shift. 2. Owning your audience data platform independence. The biggest risk to any digital business is relying entirely on a single third-party algorithm or marketplace. If a platform changes its search rules, raises commission rates, or shuts down, dependent businesses disappear overnight. The independent asset hierarchy. Rented assets vulnerable. OWNED. Assets permanent sustainable. Your custom web domain. Social media followers your name, com. Marketplace search rankings. Your direct email subscriber list. Platform recommendation. Your master notation files and VST. Algorithms. Libraries. By ensuring that every social video, free sample, and marketplace listing routes buyers back to your owned email list on your custom web domain, you build a business that is completely insulated from outside corporate policy changes. 3. The power of micro-catalog depth. You do not need 10,000 titles to run a thriving, sustainable independent store. In fact, a focused catalog of 15 to 30 exceptionally well-engraved, problem-solving pieces properly formatted across difficulty levels and backed by pristine VST audio preview can generate consistent, long-term direct sales. When your work meets world-class quality, your infrastructure automates distribution and your bridge marketing captures search intent, the market responds naturally. The buyers are out there, actively searching every single day. You simply have to keep your digital door open and your audio playing. Changing trends and data gained an important role. You have touched on the ultimate reality of operating independently in the modern era. Trends determine what you produce, while owned data determines who buys it. When you operate without a giant corporate marketing department, data and trend responsiveness become your unfair advantages. A massive publisher moves slowly. It can take them 12 to 18 months to commission, edit, print, and distribute a new book to physical store shelves. As an independent publisher with a digital pipeline, you can spot a trend, engrave a piece, test it with data, and have it available worldwide in 48 hours. 1. Capitalizing on changing trends in real time to stay ahead. You don't need to predict the future. You simply need to observe where musicians' attention is shifting and react faster than traditional publishers. The trend reactivity matrix. 1. Cultural trends. 2. Educational shift. 3. Demographic changes. Viral social melodies, modern method trends, changing ensemble sizes, newly public domain works, gaming synth scores. In schools, Adult late January 1 releases hybrid electroacoustic starters and senior learners strategic ways to ride trend, waves the public domain, day 1 advantage. Every January 1st public domain day, major historical works and books expire from copyright protection. While traditional publishers wait months to print retrospective books, an independent creator can rearrange, clean up, and publish a newly accessible classic on their store within days, capturing 100% of the initial global search traffic. Flexibility for changing ensembles. Post-pandemic school and community ensembles frequently deal with unpredictable instrumentation, a band with 6 flutes, 1 trumpet, no clarinets, and an electric bass. Producing arrangements where any 4 or 5 instruments can play together directly addresses the current educational crisis that rigid traditional scores ignore. Micro-trends and niche genres, whether it is lo-fi piano studies, neoclassical minimalism, acoustic covers of video game soundtracks, or easy ensemble pieces for adult beginners, a rapidly growing demographic, independent producers can fill niche trends long before major houses realize the market exists. 2. Using data to drive your business decisions. Data is not just numbers on a screen. It is your customer's way of telling you what to make next without speaking to you directly. Website, social analytics. High views, high downloads create 5 more pieces in this style level. High views, low sales. Audio preview is great. Page price needs fixing. Low views plus high sales. Great product. Improve SEO search terms to get views. The 3 essential data feedback loops. 1. Search intent data. What are they looking for? Use free tools. Search autocomplete or your store page's search bar analytics to see what keywords visitors type. If 50 people search your site for easy violin duet and you don't have one, that data is telling you exactly what piece to compose next week. 2. Behavioral data. What are they listening to? Look at your website analytics. Which 30-second audio preview player gets clicked the most? Which page holds visitors the longest? The piece with the highest audio play count is your clear flagship product. Feature it on your homepage header. 3. Email interaction data. Who is engaging? Look at your email newsletter open and click rates. If an email titled New Grade, 2 band score gets a 50% open rate, while an email about solo flute gets 10%, your audience data is telling you that your email list is heavily populated by ensemble directors. Adjust your future production accordingly. The big picture. Agility beats size. A giant company relies on volume and legacy catalog. An independent sheet music creator relies on agility and precise data. By using real-time search data to spot emerging trends and using your own email website analytics to double down on what works, your business transforms from a passive creative outlet into an adaptive, sustainable, and highly resilient direct-to-consumer engine. What kind of a work model it is? The work model you have just described and structured throughout this conversation is a direct-to-consumer D2C digital publisher engine, operated as a lean solopreneur framework or a micro-publishing platform. It moves away from traditional trade publishing and generic marketplace selling, replacing them with an integrated, agile business model. 1. Core model archetype. Direct-to-consumer D2C digital publisher. In traditional models, a creator sells through a middleman, a publisher, or a giant marketplace who takes 50%, 90% of the revenue and controls the customer data. In this D2C model, the creator acts as the complete manufacturing, distribution, and retail pipeline. Creator-producer, OWNED, digital storefront end, customer buyer. 0% middleman commission, 100% owned customer data. Key characteristics of this model. Vertical integration. You control the asset creation, engraving, audio, the storefront hosted platform, the marketing bridge channels, and the customer relations owned email list. 0 inventory, 0 marginal cost. Every product is a digital assets PDF, MP3. Producing copy 1 takes effort, but producing copy 1,000 costs $0 and happens automatically. Asset-light infrastructure. Instead of hiring teams for sales, distribution, and marketing, you use SaaS tools, software as a service, and automated VSD engines to act as virtual departments. 2. Operational strategy. the product-led solopreneur engine. From an operational standpoint, this model is built on systemization over manual labor. It transforms a creative skill into an automated, scalable engine. The D2C solopreneur operating system. 1. Creative engine. 2. Automated pipeline. 3. Data feedback. High-quality composition, e-commerce checkout, real-time search analytics, custom engraving and instant PDF delivery, email open rates and realistic audio renders, and automated email CRM trend-driven production. 1. Product-led growth. The quality and utility of the sheet music itself, solving specific layout, range, or instrumentation problems, drives discovery and word of mouth rather than paid ads. 2. Freemium lead generation funnel. You use free utility assets, one-page samples, lead sheets, warm-ups as lead magnets to build an owned asset, your email list, converting cold traffic into warm, repeat buyers. 3. Agile trend reactivity. Unlike legacy publishers who take 12-18 months to launch a catalog, this model operates on 48-hour agility, responding instantly to public domain releases, curriculum changes, or ensemble shifts. 3. How it compares to other business models: middleman customer data, profit margins, scalability, platform control, ownership, traditional publishing. Very high publisher marketplace seller D2C digital publisher summary. This work model is a specialized, automated D2C micro-publishing business. It eliminates the traditional barrier between an independent creator and global buyers by replacing corporate overhead with pristine product quality, search intent optimization, and automated e-commerce pipelines. You stay small and agile while delivering world-class, professional value directly to your target audience. Data sale. Direct-to-consumer is the exact business engine that bridges the gap between an independent creator sitting at a desk and a global audience of paying buyers. In traditional publishing or retail, a middleman always sits between you and your customer. D2C completely eliminates the middleman. Traditional marketplace model. Composer, publisher, marketplace, retailer, customer. Customer. The 4 pillars of a D2C sheet music engine. 1. Direct ownership of the customer relationship. When someone buys your sheet music, they are that platform's customer, not yours. You never receive their email address, and you cannot contact them when you publish a new piece. In D2C, you capture every buyer's name and email address at checkout. When you release a new score 6 months later, a single email puts your new work in front of hundreds of proven buyers instantly. 2. High profit margins and frictionless scaling. Traditional print publishers pay composers a 10%, 15% royalty. Digital marketplaces take large commission fees and listing costs. In D2C, after standard credit card processing fees, you retain all the amount on every sale. Because digital PDFs and MP3 audio previews cost $0 to duplicate. Selling 1,000 copies costs no more than selling 1 copy. 3. Absolute creative and commercial autonomy. You choose your own pricing, packaging, and bundling strategies. Single PDFs, full studio licenses, or seasonal anthologies. You aren't restricted by a publisher's editorial calendar. If you finish a piece tonight, it can be live and selling worldwide tomorrow morning. 4. Technical infrastructure, the silent department. You don't need a team of employees. Modern SaaS software as a service tools handle the entire enterprise workflow on your own custom domain. Acts as your automated cash register, tax collector, and digital warehouse, delivering stamped PDFs automatically 24/7. Acts as your automated PR and customer support team, sending welcome emails, free samples, and seasonal catalogs. Acts as your free global billboard, driving search intent traffic directly to your store page. Why D2C beats marketplaces for independent creators. Capability: marketplace direct to consumer. D2C, store competition buried next to 100,000 rivals, 0 distractions on your domain brand identity. Platform's logo and branding, your unique identity. And style repeat sales mechanism. Relies on search algorithms, direct seasonal email broadcasts, production processes. Planning is section 1. D2C sheet music publishing store stack planning section 2. And the section 3 is marketing, distributing, infrastructure planning processes, and the communal works. At this business model, draw it in a single layout, like a tip booklet, from zero to worldwide asked sheet music arranger and composer, so to the sustainable, successful business model process planning. Give as a single out. Here is the complete single layout execution blueprint, structured as a standalone direct-to-consumer sheet music publishing tip booklet. The independent publisher's D2C blueprint, from zero to worldwide sought arranger and composer. The 3-section D2C operational engine. Section 1, production. Section 2, D2C store stack. Section 3, infrastructure, standardized master file, turnkey e-commerce, PayHip, intent-based SEO and video, high-grade VST rendering, stamped PDF watermarking, B2B email CRM, MailerLite, problem-solving catalog, owned domain real estate, strategic Trojan aggregators. Section 1, production processes planning. Goal, turn creative composition into standardized, commercial-grade digital product assets without waste. The 5-file master asset bundle. 1, full print PDF, standardized margins, clear page turn breaks, ISMN and copyright footer. 2, watermark preview 1 to 2 page sample PDF for store listing previews. 3, high-quality MP3 realistic VST rendering. 4, 30-sec social teaser audio export trimmed to the structural climax. 5, metadata sheet text file detailing grade, instrumentation, key, duration, features focus on problem-solving, cataloging, scoring architecture. Engrave ensemble music with flexible instrumentation. Part 1, flute, violin, trumpet. Part 2, alto, sax, clarinet, so directors with uneven school church setups can buy instantly. Pedagogical constraints, detail exact technical boundaries. Grade 2, stays in first position, no octave stretches for small hands. Batch production discipline, create strict style templates in your notation software for fonts, staff spacing, and rehearsal marks. Export all 5 master files simultaneously upon finalizing a piece. Never publish a score without an accompanying high-quality audio render. Section 2, D2C sheet music store stack planning. Goal, build an automated digital warehouse and cash register on your own domain that operates 24/7 with zero middleman commissions. The D2C technical stack, FRONT&D real estate, custom domain name, e-commerce engine, payment gateways connected directly to your business bank account, security and taxes, automated PDF watermarking, buyer name, email, stamped on footers, automated global EU VAT/sales tax collection, customer acquisition, lead magnet engine, $0 PDF, 1-page lead sheet warm-up for email, the direct store setup workflow. 1, claim real estate, register a custom domain. 2, install store engine, embed. 3, product page standard, every listing page must feature high-resolution score preview image, embedded audio player featuring the full MP3 render, clear bulleted metadata, grade, duration, key, instrumentation, single-click purchase button. 4, the lead magnet funnel, include a dedicated landing page offering a high-quality sheet music freebie, holiday lead sheet, or studio warm-up in exchange for the visitor's email address. Section 3, marketing and distributing infrastructure and communal works. Goal, intercept buyers where they search, build owned audience data, and form high-leverage partnerships. The traffic and community engine, high-intent discovery, B2B community, and lead CRM, Trojan aggregators, 30-sec score audio, school director cold email, free, publish select pop covers previews with store links in bios, score studio license to test, SEO optimized pages for long-tail CRM automation, MailerLite sequences, embed store link on PDF footers, tell terms. Grade 1 brass trio, delivering seasonal catalogs to migrate buyers to your site, auditory and visual search bridges, B2B educator and studio outreach, communal works, value first cold outreach, email school band, choir, and church music directors listed in public school church directories, Offer a free full score and studio license with 0 strings attached so they can test your notation quality firsthand. Commission consortiums. Group 5 to 10 ensemble directors together to co-fund a new piece. They split premiere rights and get their names printed on the cover, while you receive guaranteed funding and retain full store rights. Automated customer CRM. Set up automated email sequences triggered when a user downloads your free lead magnet. Day 1 PDF delivery. Need custom transposed keys. Day 5 behind the music rehearsal tip. Day 14 15% discount on complimentary catalog pieces. Seasonal broadcasts. Automated catalogs sent out in August fall-winter concert planning and November spring contest festival. Planning the sustainable business model pipeline. Pristine engraving audio. Automated D2C storefront intent-based search. And customers' right management global direct revenues by executing this single layout blueprint. You replace multi-department corporate overhead with an agile, automated D2C micro-publishing engine, ensuring your original music and arrangements reach target buyers worldwide sustainably. Beautiful. Any other tips to the people who would like to be a worldwide asked successful arranger or composer? Beyond the production, storefront, and marketing infrastructure, becoming a worldwide sought-after arranger or composer comes down to 3 deeply practical human factors: writing for performance mechanics, cultivating legendary reliability, and building an recognizable artistic signature. Here are the final, essential tips for breaking through on a global scale. 1. Master instrumental psychology and performance comfort. The single fastest way to make performers and directors fall in love with your scores and request you by name to make their hands feel good playing your music. Engrave with rehearsal reality in mind. Page turns. Always format your parts so page turns happen during rests or held notes. An ensemble director will pick a score with a clean page turn over a slightly better piece that requires an awkward hand jump mid-phrase. Ergonomics over abstraction. Respect the physiological comfort of the player. If you are writing for high school brass, avoid prolonged passages above the break that fatigue their lips. If writing for piano, avoid wide stretches for inner voices in easy intermediate grades. The sight readability test. Performers, especially gigging string quartets, church accompanists, and session musicians, often buy music 24 hours before a performance. If your piece sounds complex but sight reads cleanly on the first try, you become their hero. 2. Cultivate legendary professional reliability. In the music industry, word of mouth among directors, performers, and commissioners travels faster than any marketing campaign. Creators who are sought after worldwide share one key trait: they make working with them completely frictionless. The professional reliability code. 1. Deadline sacredness, delivering full scores and clean parts 48 hours early. 2. Transposition speed, fulfilling a teacher's key request within 24 hours. 3. Error-free engraving, 0 overlapping collision text, correct transpositions. 4. Gracious adaptability, welcoming feedback on range adjustments cheerfully. When an ensemble director commissions you or buys your score, they are taking a risk with their concert budget. Proving that your parts are 100% error-free and that you respond quickly to minor custom requests turns a one-time buyer into a lifetime advocate. 3. Develop a distinctive arranging signature. To stand out in a global market, you don't need to reinvent music theory, but your catalog should carry a distinct, recognizable personality. Reharmonization and voicing style. Whether it's unique jazz voicings, rich open-register string scoring, or unexpected countermelodies in public domain tunes, aim for a sound where someone playing your arrangement says, "Ah, this is definitely an arrangement." The every part matters rule. In school and community ensembles, players in the lower parts, third clarinet, second violin, tuba often get bored playing endless whole notes. Directors constantly hunt for composers who give interesting melodic counterlines and rhythmic drive to every instrument in the ensemble. If the third trombone player loves playing your piece, the director will buy from you again. 4. Perform your own catalog and document the real world. VST, audio renders, and notation videos build digital traffic, but live performance footage of real humans playing your music provides irreplaceable social proof. Virtual VST render builds initial web curiosity and digital store traffic. Live performance video validates genuine human playability and global demand. Record local premieres. Whenever a local school band, university choir, or local chamber group performs one of your pieces, ask permission to record high-quality audio or video. Feature the performers. Share the video on your digital channels, tagging the ensemble and director. This accomplishes two things. It proves to the world that real ensembles perform your works, and it flatters the ensemble, prompting them to share your link with their entire network. Summary: the formula for global recognition. Pristine ergonomic scores plus frictionless professionalism plus distinctive musical voice equals a worldwide sought brand. When you combine world-class human-centered score design with your automated D2C publishing stack, your music doesn't just sit on a server, it finds its way onto music stands across the globe. Thank you! This is created by Mr. Erner Tanyeri, 2026, August. This podcast episode is made in Turkey. The copyrights and all rights are reserved and protected.